is George Corpsegrinder, Cannibal Corpse, and you're watching Rock and Metal News.
Hey guys, this is Ron from YouTube's Rock and Metal News with a Rock and Metal News album review of the new Cannibal Corpse album titled Torture. This is a track-by-track full album review, and Torture will absolutely demolish everything in its path. So what we're going to do, this is Torture. It's the upcoming 12th studio album by American death metal band Cannibal Corpse. The album was produced at Sonic Ranch Studios by Hate Eternal's guitarist Erik Rutan, and Torture is due out on March the 13th, 2012 in North America through Metal Blade Records. Let's start right away. Track number 1, titled Demented Aggression. This song is a real fast one. It starts off with the blast beat, then George Corpsegrinder starts belting out the lyrics, and they're very fast, very cool. The song hits about a halftime feel in the middle, and just for a moment, and it heads back into the blast beats again, and George screams Demented Aggression. Killer solo near the end, great opening song. This is the first single off the album. Great opening. Goes into Sarcophagic Frenzy. This song is sick. It sounds like a chugging freight train when it starts. George's lyrics crash, and then the drums go into an awesome thrash beat. Then it slows to a halftime beat. Then it just crashes back into the thrash beat again. Then into the super heavy chugging guitar. There are some real cool drum fills in this song. There's a real nice solo, good guitar work in the mid-song. And there are many different parts and changes in the song, which makes it very diverse. And that's what we're looking for in this album. So it's, off to a great start. Got some diversity already going into the second song. And then we got the third one called Scourge of Iron. Starts off with some super fast double kick beats, then slows down to a real kind of slower halftime tempo beat with a nice grinding slower guitar chugging along. This is a real halftime headbanging song. Picks up to double time again halfway through, then back to halftime feel with some real cool double kick beats thrown in for good measure. Good solo near the end, really cuts through the heavy guitar sound. The solo, the sound of the solo just cuts right through the backing guitar. This song really shows the diversity in the album, which is what Cannibal Corpse is going for when they were making it. That's for sure, and they've done the job. And Encased in Concrete is song number 4. Fast, crazy opening with the guitar solo right off the bat. Really brings you back into, say, almost like a Rain and Blood days of Slayer. George starts smashing out the vocals in a very fast tempo way. There's some real cool drum fills and blast beats in this one. Corpsegrinder just kills on the vocals. There's some real cool lyrics and some good tempo changes in this song as well. This one is one of my favorites of the top 4 already. Then we go into track number 5, As Deep as the Knife Will Go. Man, I thought Encased in Concrete was fast. This one just crashes right off the bat. Starts off with a sick blast double beat, double blast beat with some vocals over it, then settles down to a half tempo speed. Real cool guitar playing in this one. One guitar keeps the fast riff going, the other one plays behind it. It stands out. There's some real nice double kicking along with some fast, guitar picking as well. Nice solo near the end of the song. Over top of some real cool double kicks. So another good one. The next track is Intestinal Crank. Opens up real cool with some nice climbing guitar riffs at a halftime feel. Then it just crashes into some blast beats with Corpsegrinder just belting out some real quick vocals. I love the guitar in this one. George has some creepy sort of left pan vocal screams that really cut through the left speaker when you're listening to it and really adds to the song. The riff changes halfway through, and then it gets kind of back into some old school Cannibal Corpse sound with the ride cymbal cutting through, sort of real groovy on the ride, and nice solo at the end. Real different feel to it, and the drum tempo also changes through the solo. It's a real smoking song, so the guitar, the guy's playing the guitar solo, and the drums kind of do one tempo, and then they go faster, and then they slow down as he's doing the guitar solo. It was really cool. Definitely another one of my favorites. Really like the creeping guitar riff in this one. Sounds a lot like something off of Kill. I hope they play this one live. Intestinal Crank. Play that one live, guys. The next one is song number 7. It's called Follow Home Then Killed. Starts off with some distorted guitar picking and some booming drums over top, and then it just jumps right into a fast beat with some double kick. Very groovy feel to the guitar riff. It's got some cool lyrics on this one. Lots of heavy tom action in this song. The solo in this song is one of the best on the album, I think. It has some real tasteful parts in it and some real squealing feedback stuff as well, mixed in sort of with some real tasteful riffs. The guitar playing in this one is some of the best playing on the record, I think. The song has very different feel than most of the others. It's kind of the most different song so far out of the top 7. Then we go into song number 8, and it's called The Strangulation Chair. Starts off with a real cool halftime feel driven by the classic Cannibal Corpse ride cymbal beat, then goes into some fast double kick over some halftime guitar. The guitar riffs in this one are awesome. They just have a real neat feel and timing to them, mixed with some really steady drum beats over top, so it makes it sound very interesting. In the middle of the song, there are some drum fills and then some real fast solo bass part. I mean, it's a real cool bass part in it that really brings you back and reminds you of some of their biggest hits, like Hammer's Smash Face kind of feel. The bass playing on this song is outstanding, and it really just stands right out. Really interesting song. Lots of different stuff going on in this one. So that's The Strangulation Chair. Then we go into song number 9, Cage Contorted. So Caged Contorted starts off with some mid-tempo double kicks with some cool guitar harmonies. The first verse is kind of mid-tempo, then the guitar changes into a new riff and they go into another real thrashy thrash beat. Corpsegrinder, and just on this one, man, he's right on the money with the vocals. The bass stands out again in this one. Alex is just awesome on this CD. You can really hear the bass parts standing out, and he plays off of the guitar. It's not buried under the same sort of rhythm as the guitars. It changes a bit, and you can hear the bass standing out. There's some real cool double kick patterns match with the guitar, and they go through some real starts and stops with the double kick and the guitars sort of doing the same beat. Real cool solo with a kind of halftime feel to it as well. Another sick one. This really stands out. Another good song. Number 10 is called Crucifier Avenged. Starts with a cool riff and goes into a classic Cannibal Corpse halftime feel. Changes into some nice mid-tempo double kick. Corpsegrinder really takes the lead on this one as his vocals really cut through the chugging guitar riffs. They leave a little bit of space in this one with the guitar to make his vocals really stand out. Halfway through this song, it hits a real groovy halftime feel. Real chugging guitars in this one. The solo kicks in and the fast double kick starts up at the same time, and it ends with a really sick blast beat. Another solid song. Then we go into Rabid. Bang, this one starts off with drums, guitar, vocals right off the bat. Hits a nice double time feel, some nice guitar runs in it. George is pushing out some fast vocals with some nice rabid growls, some nice bass licks again in this one. I mean, the bass is just, these last songs, you can just really just hear the bass cut right through. Some nice tempo changes, nice fast crazy solo in it. Goes into some real quick picking and ends with a nice bass lick that fades out. Another good song, Rabid. And then we get into song number 12, which is the last song in this album, called Torn Through. This one opens up with a crazy fast blast beat. George is just smoking on the vocals on this one, just barking the lyrics out really fast. The blast beat just keeps going until they hit this real cool halftime beat. Man, this song would be just awesome live, so I hope they play this live. Just rips up. There's a smoking guitar solo on it. The blast beat then starts up again and goes to the end of the song. Some unreal vocals in this one. This is a perfect song to end the album with. Another one that I hope they play live. This album was great. I mean, Torture is going to absolutely demolish everything in its path and will murder everything else out there right now. Overall, the new Cannibal Corpse album is just awesome. They stayed true to their sound. They added diversity. They have some cool twists and turns in it. It's really great to see the different song structures and diversity throughout the entire album. This is truly one of the best records Cannibal Corpse has ever done. I definitely feel that this they have definitely grown as a band. I'd recommend buying this one for sure. Go see them live and be lucky if you make it out of the mosh pit unscathed or even alive, because this is going to blow you guys away. Well, thanks Cannibal Corpse for putting out another killer album, and I can't wait to see you guys on tour. We're going to give this one a 9.5 out of 10 on the Cannibal Corpse meter. And recommended songs, I mean, some highlights that we love: Demented Aggression, Scourge of Iron, Encased in Concrete, Intestinal Crank, and even the last song, which is Blasted Through, Torn Through. Love them. Can't wait to see it live. Make sure you guys check out Cannibal Corpse on their North American Headline Festival tour in summer 2012 called Summer Slaughter Tour. So far with Exhumed, The Faceless, Between the Buried and Me announced, and there will be many more. So guys, pick up the Cannibal Corpse. You won't be disappointed. This is Ron from YouTube's Rock and Metal News. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe, and thanks a lot.